Hello, 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 my fire signs. Let me get my cards all ready here for you guys. Welcome, welcome in the interim. My name is Patty. I am an intuitive and an empath. And I do your intuitive readings through tarot. I don't need cards to do an intuitive reading if you were to do one-on-one, but I use the cards as a resource. Divine is my source, where it comes from the other dimension. So anyway, we're getting started. Full moon was what, yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. So there is a full moon reading, as well as I can't shuffle today. In It also goes through the astrology and the energies and I don't think I did a little bit of numerology in that, but full moon reading that goes to the next full moon, guys. So the energies are really, really strong right now between the 13th, 16th, 17th, really strong. We don't even have just the full moon. We've got the Neptune retrograde. We've got a bunch of things happening with Mercury, Neptune, Pluto, and Saturn, a bunch of things going on. So it all actually works together. And that's what creates different behavioral changes. So watch that and watch the Neptune Mercury. I am going to be doing monthly updates on the Neptune retrograde, so that you can see the patterns that keep happening, because as Neptune's in its retrograde, planets are still moving in all different types of directions. Well, they don't move in all types, but anyway, you're going to feel a lot different. Okay, so watch that and subscribe so that you can know when I'm on, because I probably will do a live. I haven't had time to do uploads because it's just been sort of a crazy time for me right now. It always is, isn't it, guys? We keep ourselves so busy. Do not keep yourself so busy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Divine's card, which is the energy from the other dimension, and also current energy, future energies. Then I will go into some clarifications after I do the spread. All right, let's go. So we've already got Divine's card. And that is the number 7. You're going to find number 7 a lot the rest of this month, because it is about self-improvement. It is about making yourself better. It's definitely about paying attention to how you are interacting with other people. Are you an active listener? Do you pay attention? Are you trying to speak before they're finished? Those kind of things. So Divine's card right now is a deep breath. So in this stressed out world, in this fast paced world and everything and the noise, it's taking a minute to take a deep breath, to step back, try to cancel out that noise. Take a day and go without your phone or TV or the internet or social media. Those kind of things keep the vibrations so busy that you cannot hear what's going on in the second dimension, and beyond. So this is the thing, is that, you want to be able to listen to them. You can't do it with all the noise. All right. So you got to take a minute. Take a minute in nature. Take a minute alone. Take a minute. Find a way to get some alone time, self-time. Definitely want to look for that. Okay, taking a deep breath. Number 7, that's going to help improve you, not only with your psyche, it's going to improve your well-being, as far as your mental well-being, your psyche, your heart, your spirit. You're going to be able to hear a lot more clearer. All right, so this is the taking. He's saying, take some time, dude. You're going a million miles a minute. And you're going to either wear yourself out, burn yourself out, or I'm going to burn yourself out so that will take a minute. I'm going to tell you right now, if I keep going and going and going, Divine's telling me, I need you to slow down. I need you to slow down. But I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to do this. He will stop me in my tracks. I will get super sick that I'm down for a week, or something will happen. I'll have to go have a surgery or whatever, or be in the hospital. So definitely really slow yourself down, because when he slows yourself down, it's not fun. All right. Current energy right now is the Horse King, assistance and control. The number 6, again, moving towards your progress, moving towards things that are working in your favor. Are you trying to control everything? Are you trying to, are you asking for help? This is huge right now with this full moon energy till the end of the month. Okay, this is all these different things that are going to be happening probably from the 19th to the end of the month, mostly 19th to the 22nd or so. This is, you need to learn how to ask for help. Okay, my Aries, Leos, Sagittarius, you just don't want to seem to ask for help because you think you've got everything in control. We are better in control if we ask for the help because we're not trying to do it and add more stress onto us. Okay, sorry, my daughter's in California and she's texting me. Oh, okay, I'll text her here in a minute. The thing is that we want to release some of that control. Again, this is about improving yourself, your mindset, your health, your well-being. And if we ask for assistance, it could be just a little, honey, could you just do the dishes for me tonight? I'm so tired. Rather than pushing yourself, doing the dishes, become more tired, and your immune system drops and your immune system starts to get weak, then you get sick. So there is a reason why we're put on this earth to help each other out. And also, too, if you take control of something, they don't want to, it isn't a long-lasting situation because then you're going to just enable somebody. You're going to push where that control becomes a power over somebody. This is something that we want to really be mindful. In your future energy, it's to grow and get a better foundation. Okay, this is to the number 4. It's a spirit of place. It's getting to a place where you can pay attention to what your spirit, your soul, and what divine wants for your life in the future in a positive nature. Okay, so really got to pay attention to what is going on there. Okay, whatever your spirit. This is about building foundation. If you're looking at this month, guys, with the air, you guys, you just really want to go, and then you drop. It's like you get bored so quick, or you're into your emotions way too much. This is going to be something towards the end of the month you're going to have to pay attention to, because you don't want to get into your emotions too much, because there's going to be a tug of war at the end of the month and you're going to be fighting yourself. Okay, so you want to really pay attention to what the facts are, what should be happening around you. Okay, all right. Again, it's all about taking that deep breath, getting into nature, sitting in your car, nothing, just quietness, and just really feel that quietness and how comforting and peaceful and releasing it is. Because when you're around noise all the time, you cannot release. Your vibrations are like this all the time. Whereas if you're around quietness, you can bring your vibrations up. That's why people meditate. People pray. They get into a place where it's quiet and they can calm their mind, they can calm their soul, calm their spirit. And it raises your frequency. It raises your vibrations. Okay? Because we're all about frequency and vibrations, really. That's why empaths are so sensitive to the vibrations and frequencies, that's why their intuition is so keen and high. Now, that could come from all kinds of areas. That could be from divine gift. It could be from trauma, PTSD, because you're always on the alert. So everything has to be vibrational and catching what is happening. So because I won't go into it, but that's empath coaching, and it's also trauma coaching, PTSD coaching kind of a thing. But you really have to pay attention to the details of what's going on and take a breath, get into a quiet place. Interesting. So we have the King of Wands. My last reading had the Queen of Wands for the first. So we have the King of Wands. Again, this is a new deck I'm using. This is a vintage of the Waite Rider by Dark Force, if you're looking for this. Okay. But again, we're looking into the future. I'm going to see the same thing in a lot of these signs, I think, because the King of Wands is definitely looking at how you can better your communication. Mercury energy. This is about bettering your communication. This is about knowing what to say, when to say it, and how to say it, as well as knowing when to speak, when not to speak, when to hold, and basically, guys, just wait until somebody's done talking before you start getting it in there. Train yourself to do that, okay? Again, we're looking towards our dreams, our futures. This is the Pluto. This is the Neptune retrograde energy. This is the inspiration. This is like, yes, I want to do something. This is the energy of like, I can see it, but I can't touch it yet. Okay, this is that energy where you're looking off. This is a typical energy. We need to be looking again with our highest frequency, our highest vibration, our positiveness in saying, well, what I need to do is, because again, you might have to ask the current energies for assistance to get the research that you need. This is a time to really sit down and plan what you want to do in the future, because it's coming. You can't see it, but it's coming. So just plan what it is that you want to do, whether it's a relationship, get married, whether it's a job and you want to find a career, because a job and career is not the same. Whether it's you want to better your family life, you want to heal some wounds, whatever it is. Now, if it's healing wounds, healing trauma or PTSD, anxiety, depression, you might need to get some coaching or some therapy. There is nothing wrong with that. In fact, it helps you a lot because you're seeing a different perspective. Okay. That's why I always say, look at somebody else's perspective in your relationships before you interject yours, because you will have a better, clearer understanding. All right. Because at the center of your reading is the Four of Wands, lots of Mercury energy. This is definitely of something for the future. This is a celebration. It is coming. It is going to happen. It's like weddings. You can't just do a wedding by yourself. You've got to have a cake decorator. You have to have some maybe caterers. You know, you're going to have somebody who is going to marry you. You can't do anything alone. We don't do anything alone. Okay. Pay attention to that. What is it that you need? Research, go get it, and have that help and that assistance. And you'll have a little bit of control what needs to keep happening. Same with a job. You might need assistance in finding a career. So you go to a career counselor, or you go to do your research. You know, my daughter, when she wanted to be a coroner, I said, you would be an awesome, because she's very detailed and all that kind of stuff. She loves forensics. Okay. But I said, let's go do research on a coroner's job and its future and the competitiveness in it. So unfortunately, when we did our research, we found that a coroner is going to pretty much, wherever they work, have to die before you get in there, because there's not that many coroners. I mean, there is, but the competitiveness to get into that position would be so ridiculously high. She would be setting herself up, not for failure, but to understand that she may not get the position she wants until she's maybe in her 40s and 50s, when somebody else passes on. She can learn and grow. However, the chances are to get into that are slim. Same with anything that you get into, research what it is. This is a time where maybe somebody might be going into an internship. If this is a relationship, starting a new relationship, you got to leave your old relationships behind. This is something you want, something you desire. This is a passion, but you got to remember, when the passion wears off, what are you left with? Are you left with something that is unhappy? You're frustrated, you don't like it, your anxiety, your depression's going up, your low vibrations are increasing, or after that passion, that honeymoon phase wears off, what are you left with? Are you going to be able, are you still going to have joy in what you do? Are you still going to have joy in that person? When the honeymoon wears off, that's when the work happens, okay? That's when you have to get your ducks in a row. So at the end of the month, and if you watch my full moon reading, you're going to see we talk about stirring the pot and it burning at the bottom, or if you keep stirring it, you're going to and you keep paying attention to the details and paying attention to everything, you're not going to get stuck and you're not going to get stale, okay? But the thing is, this is your challenge card. Somebody doesn't want to do the work. Everything takes work. Your relationships take work. Dating takes work. Your job takes work. Your home life takes work. Taking care of an animal takes work. There is nothing on this planet, even if you are the most gifted person on this earth, that you are not going to have to do work. Even a prodigy like a pianist, they're going to have to work at tickling the keys and learning new songs and, bettering their skills and getting their passion into it. It's work. You can't get by it. So we want to turn this around and get our ducks in a row and do our homework. Now, for somebody else is their work is on themselves. Thank you. So Divine is saying this is works on yourself. This is work on you in your singleness and also in those that are in a love relationship, working on their relationships. Okay. This is work. Okay. So this is something that is just not going to come or go by. The end of the month is a tug of war. It's going to be a tug of war between light and dark, good and bad, happy and sad, fighting and happy, fighting and joyful. It's going to be because you've got your low vibrational side of you. You've got your high vibrational side. Like I said, in communication, you should not have to yell at somebody. You should not have to cuss them out. You should not be calling them names. You should not be doing any of that. You don't need to. If you really can understand how to communicate, watch my communication video. But the thing is that this is really important for this Lovers card that just popped up, and love for yourself. This is a time to work. Gosh, I really hate this when he brings this up because, I've done my homework, but we're always living with abuse. Okay. I was sexually abused as a kid. So and mentally and verbally abused as a kid. And the thing is that you have to do your work to get through the trauma. And you have beautiful things on the other side. You have release, you have happiness, you have a loving relationship. You can have a loving relationship and all that kind of stuff. But the thing is, there's so much release. For some of you out there, I don't know who it is, Aries, Leo, Sag. I don't know who it is, but somebody's got some trauma work that they need to go and do the homework. Get a coach, get a counselor, get a therapist, get somebody to help you through it, but make sure it's somebody that understands and that you have gone through it, or they have gone through it, has experienced it, has worked and come out. Welcome, welcome. So for whoever that is, I don't know if it's an Aries, Leo, could be all three, but definitely this will help you grow, not only yourself, but you will be able to be more free in your intimacy with your partners, especially if it's sexual abuse. Let me tell you. And that's why I did the series, and I think it's listed in the description, the 3-part series on picking up the pieces, how to survive sexual abuse, how to heal, and then live with it, because you will always live with it. It's just the triggers, how you and your partner handle those. All right. So I'm going to go do some clarification. We have a celebration in the center again. All right. But the celebration, is that work? Is that love? Is that family? Is that health? Let's find out. Okay. We'll find out in 3 different ways. We're going to do love first. We'll do career, and then health after that. Okay. Because a lot of people really don't ask about their health. They ask about their love lives, or they ask about their careers. Okay. So first we're talking about love. Definitely 10 of Swords. Something is either coming to completion or completed really quick, was sort of painful. Oh, thank you. Thank you. But it was painful. Yes. Anything that we go through that we don't agree with, or that we don't understand, or that is coming at us from a low vibration, yes, it is very hurtful. It's like when we break up, we were like, oh, I'm just so hurt. Actually, if you look at it from a different dimension, if you look at it from a different vibration, you want to say, yeah, you know what? Okay, they left, or they cheated, or they did whatever. You want to turn around. Now, this sounds really, really odd, but you want to say thank you. Thank you to Divine. Thank you to the energy that actually made that happen, because it was able to show you that you need to move on from something low vibrational and that you deserve high vibrational. So whatever this is, take it and look at it in a more positive manner. Thank you for protecting me. Thank you for showing me that this was not the person meant for me and wasting my time. Thank you for blah, 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 blah. Okay. Or thank you showing me that, you know, as an empath, you can't lie to me. Figure it out. Because a lot of people who lie can't look you in the eye, but as soon as I see them in the eye, I can tell when they're lying, because the eyes are the window of the soul. And I can see, I'm seeing a set of eyes right now that were lying to me like no tomorrow, that I've known for 3 years. However, they are probably holding it because of fear. So just remember that. Look at somebody in the eyes when they're talking to you. This is a really, really keen way of communication, because you will be able to sense and you'll be able to feel their energies, okay, in this relationship. If you're this is happening with this full moon, the Neptune retrograde, you guys. This is a time where you're looking at the details, looking at the facts, that the dream that you have, or this person that you might be interested in, is actually looked at from all aspects. Okay, because that if we don't, we've got more wands in communication with this person. We've got the Page of Cups, a new relationship, something new, something ending, something new. Again, I don't know if it's happened. I don't know if it's going to happen. However, if you look at a positive vibration, positive level, frequency, you're going to see that that needed to end for this other door to open. As Divine says, take a deep breath. Okay, take a deep breath. Take a minute. Don't say, what happened? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? It's nothing to do with you. It's either divine intervening, or it's that person saying, you know what? We're not meant to be together. Okay. So I don't know who that is for, but definitely there is some communication coming, or it has happened. This is not a time that you'll sit there and dwell on, because you're like, you know what? Yeah, if I really was honest with myself, then I would have probably seen the red flags, or be honest that there was red flags, and I would have not probably gone that far. Okay, this is a celebration time, because this is actually a time where your spirit comes into a place where it is supposed to be. A lot of the time our spirits cannot think when we're with somebody, because we're focused too much on another person, doing for, living with, or whatever. Same, it's really, really hard to hear divine, or feel divine, or sense divines and the intuition when you're with another person. So in singleness, you can actually get so much closer to your inner self, your vibrations, your intuition, and everything when you're alone. So don't be sad if you're in singleness right now. Don't. This is a time where you really can connect with the other dimension. You might even hear somebody from, that who's passed on. Okay. But this other person who has to do some healing, this is a blessing. This is something that you really need to do. Otherwise, but somebody's like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Yes, you can. If I can do it, you can do it. Yes, you can. Yeah. So definitely know that everything takes work, whether you like it or not. Okay. So we're going to go to career for a minute, because I know some people are definitely looking for a new career, or have questions, or trying to make a decision about what they want to do. Or maybe you're in school and you're like, gosh, am I in the right program? I don't know who that's for. All right. We have the sun. Gosh, a lot of pages, a lot of new energy here. But it's an unstable energy. The pages is a new energy, but it's just the foundation hasn't been made yet. It's just where it lays, in wands, swords, wherever it lays. Okay. So we have the sun, we have the Page of Swords, and we have strength. Okay. So it is going to take some deciding, because there is something, an opportunity coming that is good. This is now where you have to ask your truth. This is where you have to say, what is it that I need help with to make this decision? This is where somebody's strength is going to come from, because you don't want to ask. Okay. You don't want to get down to the nitty gritty and say, I don't know really what I want to do, where I want to go. Because remember, a career is where you're thinking a year, 5 years, 10 years. A job is, I just need this money to get my rent, my bills, and everything paid. Okay, a job should be temporary. Career should be more for long term. Career is your destiny. Well, destiny is the way to get there, but it's also your calling and your passion. Please, 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 if there's anybody that listens to this ever, 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 please work in your passion or your calling. And it may not bring you a ton of money, but if you do it, divine will make sure that you're taken care of. I know from experience, there's many times I should have been homeless and broke and whatever, and the money just was there. Boom. Or my passion, because I followed what he wanted me to do. Not what I wanted, but my spirit and my heart wanted to do. And let me tell you, I could sit here and tell you hours of stories over and over and over. Okay, so, but it does take strength to get where you want to go. It does take strength. This is the number 4, foundations, guys. Foundation. But this is the energy. This is that Saturn energy. I need stability. I need to be stable. I need to have my ducks in a row. I need to know all these things are working for the good. You're never going to know unless you push that foot forward. You got to take and push it forward. If it's not the right thing, divine will show you it's not the right thing. And it doesn't mean, oh, now I'm stuck. Like we were talking about with the full moon and the planets stirring the pot, and then it's burning on the bottom because you stayed there too long. It's not that energy. You can change at any time, and he will redirect and make that, what do you call that word? Restore to where you're supposed to be going. All right? I don't know if that makes sense for anybody, but that's where that's at. Okay. Judgment. Oof. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So he's saying, don't let anybody judge. Don't let anybody tell you, direct you. That's that noise. That's that low vibrational energy. That's that keeping the TV on, keeping the phones busy, the social media, everything. You got to step away. Sit in your backyard on your deck, or, you know, if you're just in an apartment, just stay in a room with no noise. It's uncomfortable, right? Not once you're used to it. And actually, that's when the spirit actually begins to talk to you. I say actually way too much. Okay, let's go to health here for a minute. Ooh, somebody's going through some rocky things. Okay, so when I say that, it's something that I see. However, you cannot see it. It's sort of like something going on inside that you can't see. That may be like, oh my gosh, my side hurts, you know, that kind of a thing, but you don't know why it hurts. Okay, so definitely, let's see, something that's trying to balance out. This is something that you probably could do and take care of with good nutrition, good fitness, but really nutrition is the key. When I used to bodybuild and compete, I learned a ton about nutrition, and that's when I went and got my degree for the book here. I wrote a book, but the thing is that you learn a lot about your body and nutrition, and you will be able to tell all the things that are going on with your body, and you will know, okay, something's not right. Something's not right in an instant, because you know your body like the back of your hand. Okay, but something is off balance here because we have the number 5. Something's not quite right. Somebody also too has a situation where they don't think that they can do it, but like better their nutrition or fitness, but yes, you can. Okay, pride and ego get in the way all the time. And the thing is that we need to step through that pride and ego because we have to create balance in our life. Spirit, mind, body. Spirit talks to mind, mind talks to body. Okay, and the body reacts. So it depends on how we treat our body. Okay, so we're talking about health here, guys. So definitely how you're treating your body, what you're putting into your body. Hello, welcome. Actually, we're working on Aries and all 3 of them at once. So if you want a reading for your specific sign, just put it in the comments, okay? Because right today my time is cramped. So for all you guys, the Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, whatever is happening in your body, if you're feeling something sort of off, pay attention to that, because it's your body's trying to tell you something. It's sort of like when you're constipated, there's something wrong with your diet. Or it could be you're not exercising. You sit at a desk all day and you don't get up and move around. That's not good for your hips. It's not good for your veins and your arteries. It's not good for your heart. It's not good. So you got to really pay attention to what your body is telling you. You're constipated, or if you have diarrhea all the time, what are you putting in? You're probably more acidic kind of things like coffee, citric fruits, those kind of things, that kind of thing. If you want to know more about nutrition, you can go to Get Balance 2020, and I do nutrition videos there because that's where one of my degrees is. All right. But in your health, something's just not seen. Pay attention to what's going on, because if you don't, it's going to create more of a problem later. All right. So my fire signs, that is your reading. Now, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I am doing a Neptune retrograde every month because we've got different planets moving around Neptune, and this is a really big retrograde, and it's going to go till December. So this is a long retrograde, but Neptune and what's going on, the planets going around them, make a big, big difference. Right now is a lot about communication. There is a tug of war at the end of the month for you guys. That's a spiritual, dark versus light. Be really mindful in your communication, because Mercury is in there like no tomorrow. It can get really explosive in a good way, or it can get explosive in a bad way. I would like to see the high vibrational good way if it's possible for you guys. Don't yell, don't scream. Watch my communications video. You'll never yell or scream again. Okay. And you can always get coaching. But the thing is that this end of this month, and remember, the energies go from full moon to full moon, new moon to new moon. Okay, so these energies are all upheaval. This is about your dreams. Again, pay attention to your future, what you want in the first year, 5 years, 10 years down the road, whether it be love, relationships, work, or anything. Where do you want to be? Start thinking about those things, because your dreams and everything, you got to watch the full moon video. Your dreams and everything are really, really important, and it's time to aspire to grow them, but you can't grow them without doing the work. Your challenge card, you got to do the work. Otherwise, it becomes a pipe dream. What's a pipe dream? Something that never happens because you never made an effort to move it forward to happen. All right. Hopefully this was helpful for you guys. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I love you guys. I miss you guys. It's been a while. But again, if you want me to do a reading for your sign, please put that in the comments and just put your sign, and I will know that you want me to do a reading. And I will see you on the next Mercury retrograde, new moon, another sign reading here shortly. And I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. I love you. Take care. Happy healing. It is about healing, and also walking in absolute truth for yourself and others, and love. Take care now. Thank you for popping me in, Joe. And thank you for popping in, Empress. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.